I thought it'd be fun just to do a deep dive on my YouTube channel. This is something that I see creators do occasionally, but as I'm kind of restarting my channel and getting back at this, I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of start from like square one where we're at. I've said this all along, I'm expecting a lot of churn on the channel, and what you're going to see from these analytics, as I took a sneak peek at them, is there's exactly that. A lot of churn from people not quite sure what we're doing, because I spent the last 15, 16 episodes just throwing things against the wall. A lot of different things. You know, I've changed the format a zillion times, giving people all sorts of, you know, reasons to watch and not to watch. And we're going to look at some of those things together and help make some decisions about, you know, kind of the future of the channel, or at least the direction that we could potentially go. I'm not committing to anything, to be clear, but I think it'd be fun to look at all these things, including subscribers, revenue, and top videos and things like that. So we'll get into that in just a second. All right, so as you can see right now, I have 27,650 subscribers, down 26 in the last 28 days. You can see my views, just under 60,000, 58,400. Watch time, 5,600 minutes, which is roughly, you know, average watch time probably about, what, 9 minutes, which we'll get into that. Total revenue for the channel on 58,400 views is $428.98. So remember, we're going to dig into this much deeper. Like I said, I have no problem sharing any of this stuff with you guys, because it is what it is. And if the channel continues to grow, I'll be fully transparent with you guys then. No issue with that. You can see the video I uploaded today, which was the Weird Reaction trailer, the Weird Al Yankovic. You can see it's the, you know, for the my last 10 videos, I guess, or however many it is. This is the third ranked highest by views. You can see over here the views are average, the click-through rate is average, and the view duration is down. This is why YouTube, and you've seen a big push for creators to make longer content, because the average view duration is what YouTube looks at, right? You think about when YouTube is giving you their playbook here, right? They're saying you, hey, what's your views? What's your impression click-through rate, which drives views, and how long are people watching, right? But if you go back and you look at like the top video here, this is the Jared video. We'll get into that in just a minute. You're going to see these numbers look a lot different. So yeah, let's dive into the analytics. Well, I guess we'll keep it a high level here. We can see the recent activity based off subscribers, which Jason S just subscribed. If you are watching this, make sure you guys subscribe over on YouTube. Try to be as transparent as I can with you guys. You can also see like their subscriber numbers, as well as members, which members are huge. They are, you'll see once again why members, super chats, super thanks on YouTube are incredibly important. Out of the $428.98 that has been made the last 30 days. So, you know, if you want to be a member on the channel, members are huge. I greatly appreciate that. All right, let's go to this thing. Let's go into the content first and foremost. You can see with my content, here's the most recent video, and it goes back by the day. There's included in this are shorts as well as the longer form videos here. Once again, you're going to notice there's a wide disparity of views here, pretty consistent along here. Obviously, videos that have to do with anything Screw Attack related traditionally do a lot better, because that's how you guys know me from Screw Attack, or anytime I provide any sort of insight about old school internet. The problem with talking about old school internet all day long is that there's a cap on it, right? I can only talk about so much history, and it's not something that I can necessarily grow around consistently. Or is there? I don't know, you know. But you know, obviously I have a lot of knowledge and insight about that whole thing. So you know, the classic internet, so I can gladly provide that. But producing content every day, that'd be kind of tough to do, or at least, you know, 2-3 times a week. So you'll notice right here the thumbs up, thumbs down ratio. Yesterday's video was about the Joe Rogan, Aaron Rodgers thing about COVID. And people really didn't like that. You know, the thumbs up, thumbs down ratio here, only 70%, which is good. Oh, you guys actually can't see that over there. Damn. I gotta make sure you can. But anyways, long and short of it is, this video here has a 70% thumbs up, thumbs down ratio compared to the other videos, which are like 96%. So 95%. Some are usually around there. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at. But you can see where I came in, and this is where I was like, okay, I'm coming back. And you can see the difference in the content here. I mean, it's really all over the place. So I would love to hear if you watched any of these videos, or if you haven't watched these videos, please watch some of them and post down in the comments. Let me know what you really enjoyed, because view counts are great, you know, and you know that's obviously really important, and making sure that the channel is continuously growing and changing and all that stuff, as we talked about with our rules. But at the same time, I want to be doing what I enjoy. So yeah, it's you know, it's pretty crazy. You can see same thing over here. The way the video where I was talking about common sense, and you know, I told the story about heading over to the protest and trying to have a conversation with people. Even that video, you guys can't see it, but it's that like and dislike ratio is like 90% likes. So apparently, you know, me just, you know, and even the common sense one is like 85% likes. But apparently this most recent one about the Aaron Rodgers, people either really dislike Aaron Rodgers and or Joe Rogan, or they just don't like COVID or hate people talking about COVID. So, you know, I guess, yeah, Joe Rogan triggers people for sure, I guess. So, okay, let's get into the actual analytics. Let's dive in here. All right, here we go. So you can see the view count here, and you can see when I started posting more content. There was these few days, I didn't have the opportunity to post anything for several days. I think there was 2 or 3 days where I missed, and it hurt the channel. You could actually see a direct correlation of views here, right? And as more content is posted, sometimes you get the stair step thing, and then a drop off when you don't see it. So yeah, when you don't see posted content, you can see the view time here. This was on the This is the video about Jared and the reaction to the lies, deception, and pro Jared video from June King, where I did that reaction. So obviously the watch time on that was considerably longer, and the longer form videos traditionally do perform much better. This was a 30 minute long video right here. This one was shorter, I think probably 10, 11, 12 minutes. You can see the watch time dropping, but this one here was like 30 minutes as well. So, you know, watch time obviously goes up based off of the length of the video. Some people will stay all the way to the end. Some people will stay, you know, within, or they'll drop in the last like five minutes. This is, or a drop in the first five seconds. This is really interesting. Now pay attention to this. Here is my subscribers, okay? So this is where I started posting every day, right? And here I'm just posting about really nothing. I posted a few shorts, and shorts aren't really populated by like your traditional YouTube videos, at least not that I've found. But I kind of changed the format up, said, hey, I'm going to start posting stuff, and every day I posted, I was losing subscribers. And once again, I told you that I expected churn, right? And well, when I didn't post, the subscribers would go up. And once again, the trend continued every single time I posted, right? Until we got here, which once again is the Jared video, the video, the June King video. So I post that, and we start seeing subscribers go up again. Then I post the video about COVID and the Joe Rogan thing, and they're out. So it's pretty interesting to see the reaction to all this. So you know, the total ups and downs go up 32, down 23. So it's really pretty funny to look at, right? It's pretty amazing to see. You can see the real-time views here. Yeah, roughly, you know, 7,000 over the last 48 hours. And let's get into the revenue here. And the revenue here is pretty interesting as well. This is why live streaming on YouTube is really important. And, you know, it goes back to super thanks, super chats. Those are so huge. And you're going to see, once again, here's the revenue of 428.98 for, you know, for the last, what is this, 30 days, 28 days. And you can see the direct correlation of what you don't see on here are the live streams. Live streams aren't considered videos being posted, but I'm live streaming all these days. So anytime I'm posting content, generally it's like $1 or $2, maybe $3 a video, right? Unless it, you know, has a little bit of traction. So like, you know, $1.99 super chat for Miku is amazing. Like it literally doubles the video's revenue. So, and the $10 and $20 are massive. So that's why, like I said, you'll never find somebody who's more appreciative of this stuff than me. So once again, this is kind of the kickoff here, and feel like, all right, cool. And you see a little bit of revenue. That's from a live stream that night, and pretty much all the revenue earned is from a live stream. And I have more to back that up here as well. Because when you scroll down and wait, let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's actually stay up here. When we go to our revenue tab, because this is what you guys really care about, right? You guys want to see how much money is all made. The RPM, RPM means the revenue per mile. Is that mile? Does that say mile? Mille? Yeah, that's what I thought. Revenue per, that's like your CPM. Okay, revenue, yeah, CPM. Mille means M, 1,000 in whatever. So I was like, mile? Why is it mile? So that's actually that's pretty good. Like a playback CPM of $10. That's pretty solid. But when you scroll down and you look at where the revenue comes from. Okay, here's the ad revenue right here, $167.78. Once again, going back to your super thanks, your super chats, your memberships. This is why they're so important. They make more. This is what's 150% of what the ad revenue makes. YouTube Premium. So if you have YouTube Premium, you watch my content. I'm paid based off of YouTube Premium percentage. A percentage of your YouTube Premium goes to the creators for the amount of content that you. I don't know. It's a crazy analytical thing that YouTube does. But anyways, you get like a small, tiny little bit of chunk of the change. Let's go back to let's go down here to the transactional revenue. You can see super chats 168.82. Now, once again, YouTube takes 30% of all super chats. And some people will complain about that. I honestly have no problem with that, considering the technology that YouTube gives you, the live streaming capability, the low latency, the ability to have. This is such an underrated thing, but hosting videos cost a lot of money, especially live stream, and it's free. So I have no problem paying that 30%, but I probably have a different perspective than a lot of folks. You see the channel memberships, once again, very important, and the super thanks. Super thanks are awesome, and super thanks down in the comments. Last couple months ago, when I was posting kind of the reactionary stuff, I was raising money for my soccer channel, or for my soccer team. So that was back in June, May and June, and you can see it right there. I think I started in mid-May, and it went through pretty much the end of June. And I think all in all, I think it was like $600 something that I raised for the soccer team, which was really great. So yeah, it was great, really good stuff. So there's the revenue right there. So that's where we're at. That's kind of where we're at right now. As GK points out, Twitch is 50-50 for affiliates, 50-50 revenue split for your for any and all memberships or subscriptions to the channel. Now, the good thing about Twitch, unlike super chats, is that when the user buys their bits on Twitch, that is where Twitch makes their cut, instead of when the transaction is made to the streamer. Whereas with YouTube, when it says it's $10, the YouTuber gets 70% of that, so $7, and then YouTube takes 30% of that. Whereas Twitch makes it, and they say, hey, if you want 100 bits, it's going to cost you $1.40, and that they make that 40 cents off that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Retro Rooster says, Senator Craig, spilling the truth. Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, we're starting from scratch here. I have no problem sharing this. Hopefully in 6 months we can do this again, and there's like a zero at the end of these things. That'd be great. Who knows? Really, we're making some big time decisions. So I hope you guys enjoy this transparency so far, because we still have a lot more to go. Let's take a look at my audience here. This is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome here. You look at, we'll go down. Okay, yeah, we'll start down here. We'll work our way up. You can see that roughly 60% of the audience is United States. If I remember back to Screw Attack, it was about 50% US, 50% international. That's pretty good, because that's generally your United States audience is where your ads are served. Most of your ads are served, and that's how you generate any sort of ad revenue from your YouTube channel. Let's see, subtitles, no subtitles, English, cool. Okay, here we go. You hear about this all the time. Hey, make sure you subscribe, because did you know that only X amount of my viewers are subscribed to the channel. Well, my channel is the complete opposite. 73% of you are subscribed. People watching my videos are subscribed. Discovery is the issue with my channel, right? It's not something that is easily discoverable, right? And I think if we, or at least the content that I produce, retro gaming content, usually not the most discoverable content for a new audience, or it's a very niche audience. So once again, we'll see how it goes. Here's the fun thing. Look at this. Age and gender. 99.7% of the people who watch my content. So that's 997 out of 1,000 are boys. And 0.3% are female. Do you remember at Game Attack we used to laugh about the 6%? We had the 6% rule. Well, now we have the 0.3% rule. We talk about how important the 1%ers are, right? Girls hate this channel. That's right. And Troy says, a real sausage fest. Absolutely. Dicks everywhere. Everywhere. It's crazy. You can see you can see right here, most of my channel, a little bit older, right? This is what, 84%, 84.5% is between the ages of 25 and 44, which is why I expect that we can have real conversations on this channel, because you all have real life experiences, right? You've been out of the workforce, you have kids, you have families, you have loved ones that you've lost, all sorts of life experiences. You've probably been fired, you've been hired, you've had an idea, you tried to start a business, you failed, you succeeded. There's all these amazing things that have happened in your life, which doesn't happen to 13 to 17-year-olds, right? So it is what it is, So yeah, and that's why I feel like we can have these conversations, Some people don't think we can. You notice I post my videos at noon on the next day, noon Central Time. This is why. This is straight out of the YouTube playbook right here. It says you guys are online starting at noon. That's why my videos go up at noon, because I know that you'll see it sometime. Maybe I should post it at like 1 or 2. I don't know. Because it says very many of your viewers are on YouTube at this time. So that tells me probably a good time to post around noontime. So let's do it. There you go. This is interesting here. Videos growing your audience. Okay, look at all these videos. The It's Time video, we have to bring back common sense, my thoughts on Vince McMahon, there's Secrets in Metroid. So once again, a wide variety of content here. Wide variety of videos, topics. But here's the biggest thing. New viewers who return. New viewers who discovered your channel and returned another day to watch your content. Low, low, low. So these are like one and doneers. These are one-time Sallys in there, right? The idea that they come and they watch and they forget all about the channel. All about the channel. So it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, really. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Let's take a look at our content overall, because why not? This is the famed YouTube funnel that we hear all about. This is the funnel right here. Let's take a look here. Views coming in. Videos. By the way, guys, I see your chats and your super chats, your super chats. I see your bits over on Twitch. Thank you guys very much. I greatly appreciate that. As a matter of fact, I'll just answer this right now. QTX says another 15 plus years of online content creation. What motivates you? Honestly, you guys. I know that sounds really corny, but I honestly crave hanging out with you guys at night and chit-chatting and showing you guys this stuff. This is fun to me. I really enjoy having an amazing community and being able to hang out with you guys, even if it is Sunday through Thursday at 10 p.m. It's when I have time, and it's when we can get together. In time, I would love to just stream with you guys literally all day. If I could get up in the morning and start streaming at 10 o'clock and go till 3 or 4, man, that'd be awesome. I would love to do that. I think that'd be so fun. And then do like a power hour at night from 10 to 11. But, we'll get there when we get there. We'll see. F. Grandpa Joe says, Craig, your presence is refreshing. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. At least you think that. GTX, thanks so much for following over on Twitch. So you can see where the views come from. Live streams on YouTube, not very good. Like the live audience on YouTube has never been strong, unless you literally just have a massive audience. You see these channels that have 1 million subscribers, and they may have 2,000 live viewers while they're watching it or while they're live streaming. And on the surface, you're like, wow, 2,000 people watching. That's a lot. And then you realize, oh, that's 1 million people. What's 2,000 out of 1 million? What percentage is that? It's a fraction of a percent. What's that? 1 million, 100, so 100 million. Let's see. So it's a fraction of a percent. So that kind of gives you a good idea as to, live streaming, why it's not as a big deal as it is obviously on Twitch. I said this a million times before, but Twitch is a live streaming platform. YouTube is a video platform. I know it sounds obvious, but it's extremely true. YouTube is a video platform that also does live streaming. Twitch is a live streaming platform that also does video. So yes. Let's continue. Okay, so here are the impressions and how they led to watch time. Here we go. Here's your impressions. This is big. Okay, YouTube recommending your content. So 33.8% from YouTube recommending your content. Views from impressions, watch time from impressions. Okay, here's the famed YouTube funnel, right? And ideally, you want to get your watch time up, your click-through rate up. This doesn't touch click-through rate, but we'll get to that in just a little. Click-through rate, once again, is when people scroll down, they see your thumbnail. When they click, what percentage of that audience watches? Which I'm going to show you 2 very different examples for videos. So continue to watch. How viewers find you? Browsing. What does browsing mean? Traffic from the home page when they're scrolling down, subscription feed. So pretty much when you're scrolling down YouTube, you see it, right? Channel pages. This is when traffic from your YouTube channel page and other channel pages. That's interesting. I would not think that 10% of my views come from people going to youtube.com/stutteringcraig. Shorts feed. That's interesting. 10% of views coming from that. But once again, shorts are interesting because they're not monetizable at all. Like you don't make any money from shorts, like at all. YouTube search. So search is not something that drives my viewership at all. So once again, if you're subscribed, bingo bongo, there you go. Suggested videos, even less. So views from suggested videos appearing alongside or another video. So only 5% of my video views come from somebody else, from someone else's video. That's crazy. That's like super sad. Super sad. It's crazy. All right, let's go back. Let's take a look back at some of these individual videos. Let's take a look at the most popular video recently, which is the Jared video, and the least popular video recently, which was this one right here, which is a very, very poorly titled. But once again, I did this all on purpose. This is all just an experiment the last 20-something days or so. So this one is entitled Sports Cowboys and Pac-Man. And I actually had a different thumbnail for this, and I ended up changing it because I thought maybe that might change things. This only has 551 views, whereas the reaction video to the June King video has almost over 9,000. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at them in comparison. Let's go to the analytics directly for this one first, then we'll make our way over to the other one. All right, so as you can see, people just did not care about this video. It was launched. So this big area here is like your average video performance after a certain number of time on YouTube, all right? And you can see like the typical during this time period and then the actual range of what this video did. And this video just came out and just shit the bed. Like it might as well not even be released. You can see videos from the subscription feed. You guys didn't care. The YouTube recommendations clearly didn't care. YouTube home, nah. So this is just like pretty much just a giant waste of time. You can hear here's that funnel we talked about. The impressions, views from impressions. This has a 1.6% click-through rate. That is abysmal. That says the title sucked, the thumbnail sucked, and once people watched, they just didn't care. So there you go. There's the first. And let's take a look at the engagement here. People are like, nope, nope, just don't care. Just don't care. The top, here we go. This is pretty interesting. This is what, when people talk about how successful Mr. Beast is, he draws you in and he gets right to it. The vast majority of people you see click out in the first 5 seconds. 22% of the audience clicked out of this video within the first 5 seconds of it opening, right? And that's pretty standard for YouTube content. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, by the way. If you're not, sorry, this is kind of what I wanted to do. So, but anyways, yeah, let's continue on. But you can see once people are in, they stuck around for the most part, you know, until the very, very end. But this is the average flow of the YouTube channel where people watch about, you know, they'll get through. And then once you start saying, well, that's it, then they start bouncing, you know, with 20 or 30 seconds to go. So they're either out in the first 5 seconds, then they'll, you know, the retention will be pretty consistent, and then it'll drop. Okay, so let's remember this really quick, and then we'll go back and we'll compare it. And I think no, you can't compare it. Never mind. Let's go back and look at that other video. Okay, this is the video that's done the best in the last 30 days. This is the June King reaction video. And you can see, here's the average down here. Look at the average doesn't even compare down here, right? This video kind of took off immediately. It had a good premiere. I premiered this video, went live, and you can see, well, look at the subscriber count and the revenue. $61 on a video is pretty damn good. That's pretty good. Now let's put this in perspective really quick. Let's put this in perspective. I don't think this video has a whole lot of, let's check out the revenue for this. Okay, yeah, so here we go. So the estimated ad revenue for this was roughly $50. So $3.50 from super thanks, awesome. Once again, your super thanks are huge, right? But $50 for that on a video with 9,000 views. So we'll just mark it up to like a $5 CPM. I want you to think about this as you're watching YouTube creators and they're doing, I don't know, 10 times this views. Let's say they do 100,000 views in a day, right? So generally that you know, if we were to scale that up, that'd be about $500 a day, right? Now, when you have these creators who are doing $500,000 a day or 500,000 views a day, that's, you know, $2,500 a day. Good for them. That's awesome. Proud of them. Now, that's you know, 500,000 views a day is roughly what? You know, 15 million views a month. It's a pretty damn healthy, good channel right there. All right, let's dig into this a little bit more. You can see these subscribers here. The subscribers here are great. Once again, posted the video, someone unsubscribed immediately. Happens all the time. People say, I'm done with that guy. But discovery happened, and all of a sudden, people started finding it and subscribing to it, right? And once again, here's the premiere. That was a very good premiere right there as it went along. You see, once again, the retention. What happens in the first 5 seconds? People are out. That's even worse than usual, right? You know, it's 64% done in the first 20 seconds, or 64% are only left in the first 20 seconds. That just plummets the average watch time. So we'll continue on, roughly 50%, down to 40%. See the highlight moments right here. I think this is me saying something, you know, you can see kind of peaks and valleys of how people are reacting and watching stuff. YouTube gives these little tips. 59% of viewers are still watching around the 30-second mark. That's typical. Learn more by comparing your other videos. Right, absolutely. See the top moments. Pulls it up over here, where the spikes come from. Right. So YouTube has like some outstanding analytical tools if you really know what you're digging into. Once again, we can kind of look at the revenue right here. Starts $24. That's pretty great. You know, and if this is, you know, so it's making like $5 a day. All right, nice. And that's the beautiful thing about YouTube, is that if you have any sort of traction on your videos, then a video that does show up in a search feature or related videos or anything like that next to a channel, then you're going to see what they call mailbox money, and you get them free, essentially free money, just for having a good title and thumbnail. And that's why titles and thumbnails are so important. So the residual views. So CD, I'm gonna hold off on that one because that was a really funny funny line. If you're not watching this live and you're not over on Twitch, then you're missing out on a great line from CDI. So there you go. That is kind of where we're at right now. And once again, I'll go back to the dashboard and kind of take a look at it. And I'm going to use all this stuff. I'm going to dig into the analytics of YouTube. I'm going to dig in. I will probably do a deep dive on Twitch and be transparent with you guys there. I have no problem showing you guys that about where we're at. Like I said, I promise transparency on this channel. But once again, you can kind of take a look here at the click-through rate, and let's just kind of click through here because I want to show. Oh, I thought I could click through right here, but I guess I cannot. But either way, it kind of gives you a pretty good idea as to what we're doing. So I hope you enjoyed that deep dive into the YouTube channel because, look, I promise transparency. I'm going to give it to you, and that's what I plan to deliver. So hopefully we can go from the 27,650 subscribers, to where maybe the next time we do this, we have a little bit more than that. So if you wouldn't do me a favor, make sure you subscribe to the video and share it with your friends. And if you're looking for transparency, you can find me every Sunday through Thursday at 10 p.m. Central Time over on twitch.tv/StutteringCraig.